Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I am going to be working on my next StoryKitCrush project using the Kindness Story Kit from Ali Edwards. So for today's projects, I'm actually going to be working on two because these are both fairly quick projects, and they are both about my sister-in-law and my niece. So the first one I'm going to do over here, I was inspired by this card that says give and receive, and I'm talking about a gift that I gave her for her birthday to do one little word with me this year. She wants to get into scrapbooking, and so we felt like that was a really good entry into this hobby. And then the other project I have to work on is a story about my niece. It's just a couple of cards and a few embellishments here with a full page photo. And this is going to go into an album that I'm creating for my niece for the first 12 months of her life. So I just have this is actually the first project I'm making for that album, but the goal is to have a few spreads for each month, whether it's one or two stories, and then maybe something to do with stats and whatnot for like the beginning of each month. So this story is about her. I had my sister-in-law send me some journaling about my niece, and then the rest of it I'm just going to put together here while we have this camera rolling. So what I'm going to do is put you guys on fast forward, get everything assembled here, and then we will slow back down. I will read the journaling for this story about my sister-in-law's gift, and then we will close out from there. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's start with the story about my sister-in-law's birthday. This one is going to be super duper duper quick and easy because it's just these two chipboard pieces that I'm adding on. One of them says this story, and then the other one says kindness matters, I believe is what it. Kindness is magic. That's what it says. Kindness is magic. And that is all I am doing for that one. I'm just going to put it into some pockets here, and it is ready to go in the album. One of the things I like to reiterate is that scrapbooking and putting together these story albums does not have to be super complicated. It can be as simple as a photo, a journaling card, and maybe one or two embellishments. It doesn't have to be super out of the box creative, because ultimately telling the stories is what matters the most. So I have that one pushed to the side, and now I'm going to work on the next one about my niece. So for this one, I took one of the fabric hearts that came in the kit. I am adding a little bit of adhesive to that and putting it down onto the bottom of the picture there. I love this picture of my sister-in-law and my niece. I just think that it is so precious. It's just so precious. So she got a new camera for Christmas, and I am loving the photos that she's sending to me lately. So this one had to be a giant feature. So then after I put the heart down on there, I do have this transparency piece that says keep growing. I added that on top of the heart and then used my tiny attacher to staple it onto the photo. So that's going to hold everything really good and in place. Then I added the quote card there at the top that says something along the lines of, you don't have to move mountains, simply fall in love with life, and be a tornado of happiness, and blah, blah, blah. So it's just a quote about falling in love with your life and living a happy life. Then in the card down below that says this makes my heart so full or so happy, I had my sister-in-law send me a little bit of journaling. I typed that into the card, and then I used those 4 chipboard pieces as bullet points for that journaling. All right, friends, so that finishes our spreads for today. The one over here on the left, which is the story about my niece, and it is the first one to go into her baby album here, which I'm so excited about that. And then the second one, which will go into our family story album, which was the one about my sister-in-law. So the journaling for this story, I wrote, today is Caitlin's 30th birthday. And as the world would have it, we couldn't be with her because of the raging pandemic. I really wanted to help to make it special. It's such a big year. We had talked about what kind of scrapbooking project she would like to venture into for the new year a few months back, since she's super interested in adopting the hobby. And Caitlin said she thought one little word would be the perfect opportunity to tell her own personal stories. So that was my gift to her, the gift of self-documentation to help her along the journey into a new decade of life, a new role as a mother, and a new hobby that will help the two of us continue to connect. But as much as I loved giving her this gift for her birthday today, she has always given me the better gift of being part of my life. There isn't a day where I am not grateful we each found our twin and get to go through life as not just sister-in-laws, but as friends. So my journaling about my sister-in-law. So that, you guys, is today's StoryKitCrush projects. I have one more left to go for next week. I also have a Project Life spread, but I think I'm not going to do that until after the last week of StoryKitCrush for kindness. So you'll see that. You'll still see it. It'll just be afterwards. But yes, so if you have not already, I would definitely encourage you to check out Tashi's YouTube channel. The link is down in the description box down below to see what she made with the kindness kit this month. And also check out the hashtag over on Instagram. It's hashtag StoryKitCrush, because there are lots of people playing along and you can always get lots of inspiration over there as well. If you enjoyed this video and these processes for the projects we have here, I would love a thumbs up down below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see all of the content I have coming your way in the future. I will be back on Monday with a story project to go. I don't even know which one it is, but a story project is on its way to you for Monday. Until then, I hope you have a great weekend, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye now.